Hey everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today we got a brand new trailer for Superman, and yeah, much anticipated film. A lot of people really excited, a lot of other people very critical for different reasons. Anyways, let's check out the trailer. Let's go and check it out. Here we go.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Okay, so she already knows. All right.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
He's got the voice
Recently,
down.
you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
it's
fire,
a
but-
lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And doing good.
Are they gonna get in a fight over
I would
this
question
interview?
myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Yeah, that's the thing. Superman can't just do nothing.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
I love that as a conflict, you know. I don't know who that is.
Choices.
Who that's supposed to be.
Your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it.
Whoa, whoa.
Somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
This is so colorful. Like,
You have a dog?
nice. Okay. I really liked that. We got to see a lot more of, well, everything. In that interview, like, that's amazing for like a central conflict of like, you know, that's like the big question, right? Like, what should Superman do? You know what I mean? And I know this is not the first movie or anything that's asked that question of Superman, right? Like, you know, yeah, even the Zack Snyder stuff asked that question, right? But I do like actually having Superman argue a point, you know, and I think that's one thing in the Snyder Superman movies. You had like, who was it? Like a senator, like asking all these questions, or people on the news asking these questions, like, what should Superman do? What should he be able to do? This and that. People just talking about Superman, but you never actually got to have him give his opinion on any of that. Whereas, hey, look, we're actually gonna like hear what Superman has to say about that question. Like, Superman can't just let people die. That's the thing, you know. Even if the world sees him as a representative of the United States, he's not. You know what I mean? He's not a government employee or anything like that. Like, he's here to save human beings. That's it. You know what I mean? So like, the obviously large political machinations going on with the world and how they feel and react about that, but Superman should save people. That's it. Like, that's the line. You know what I mean? It shouldn't matter where they are, what country they belong to, this and that. Like, that's his whole thing, you know. So like that, I love that already. yeah, let's go ahead and just play this, and then we'll just talk about stuff as it goes on. So this is definitely the conflict that we're seeing. Yeah, it just looks like a military going up against civilians. Doesn't seem like an opposing army to me. And then of course we have, so I don't know who. I know that they're working for the government, obviously, because we have Rick Flex Sr. over here to the left. I think someone said the name Engineer. I know that there was like some other superhero squad that they were going to make a movie out of. I don't know if that's still happening, but this lady to the right, where she uses like the buzz saw for hands, I don't know this character, and that, which is kind of surprising to me, because I've read a lot of DC comics. Like, I was deep into it for a while. I have no idea who this lady is supposed to be. And obviously here in the center we have, you know, an Ultraman of sorts. You know, them arguing. And yeah, Ultraman seems to be pretty strong. I mean, he should be. Assuming that he's either a clone or a Bizarro or something. I don't know what this version of Ultraman is going to end up being. But, you know, he should essentially be Dark Superman. Something went wrong there. So, now this here, this seems to be, there's like several different conflicts happening throughout the movie. Because we have whatever that war is, we have this armored person here, which I think a lot of people are assuming is Lex Luthor in his armor. Because, I mean, yeah, if you take out this dome helmet here, it looks very much like the Luthor armor that he usually wears. It's usually green. So maybe they just made it gold just to kind of throw you off. Maybe in the movie it's going to be redigitized to be actually green and not gold. I don't know. But I'd say, yeah, there's probably a good chance that that is Luthor right there. Yeah, just the colors in this movie, like it is popping. Like the costume, like just the blue and the yellow are just everywhere in this trailer. Yellow, blue, yellow, blue. It's just, it's popping right out at you. It's pretty cool. And there's the fortress again. Yeah, so here we go. So she, I don't know, is she like a nanobot thing, or is this something else? Is this not nanotechnology? I don't know what this is. She's very spiky. But I have no idea who this character is. But yeah, she's helping Lex break into the Fortress of Solitude. And by the way, Lois mentioned the president. So now, is Lex already the president? I know that happens at some point. I don't know if that's already the case when this movie starts. It might be. So yeah, we have, okay, so we have the war in the other country. We have seemingly Lex Luthor in the battle armor. We have the giant kaiju thing. And now we have, that's right, the glowy pink thing. That's definitely Green Lantern fighting him. You can see, like, that's like a net that he put around whatever this thing is. I have no idea what that thing is either. I've heard some people say it might be Solaris, which is not a villain I'm familiar with, really. I'm glad Mr. Terrific is here, just watching him use the T-spheres. You know, he's shown up in a couple of the shows, I think, like the CW shows. But, you know, he's gonna become a more familiar character now. If you look on Superman's face, it looks like he's got like some kind of, like, you can see like the veins, like, so I don't know if this is like a kryptonite attack or something happened, but it looks like an infection there. Okay, so just based on what I'm seeing here, let's rewind it a little bit. Okay, so it looks like they have what's his name? Not Elemental. What's his, I forget the guy's name, but he makes the different elements. But you can look at his hand, it's green, so I'm assuming that they have him in there creating kryptonite, which is a pretty cool thing. Like, there's a handful of characters who could make various versions or strengths of kryptonite, and he's one of them that could make a kryptonite. So that's a pretty cool thing. Like, hey, let's throw him in a prison and throw this guy in who makes kryptonite. Now, who are these other two on the other sides? I have no idea. And you can see in the background there's even more cages. So I'm assuming this is just a bunch of different metahumans all together. We will probably get a couple of cameos. So this girl on the right in the pink, and this guy standing up on the left who's all in shadow. I don't know if those will actually be characters or they'll just be vague metahumans. Actually, we got a pretty good look. Let's see. Look at all those cages. Look, you can see people standing in them way up there. So whatever this prison is, it's pretty extreme. And you see they got the LC, so LexCorp right there. Okay, or Luthor Corp, whatever you want to say. Actually, hold on. Let's rewind 1 second. I think I saw something. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, yeah, when they're beating on him, you can see the lady in the pink there. She's all shocked, like he's getting beat up. So I don't know. I'm assuming they will have speaking roles, whoever those characters are. Yeah, Lex is just really jealous of him. And we know that this team here, this is not Ted Kord, he's Blue Beetle. The Maxwell Lord. This is Maxwell Lord's team, which is why they all have like the matching uniforms. I'm assuming that by the end of this movie they will no longer be Maxwell Lord's team, although actually now I'm remembering the Peacemaker season 2 trailer showed Maxwell Lord and these two to the left. They were all still together interviewing Peacemaker, so maybe they will still be a team. I'm kind of hoping that Green Lantern he uses his ring to destroy this outfit and he puts on the more traditional Guy Gardner outfit. I don't know, just I want to see like a legit Green Lantern costume instead of this like team. So yeah, I don't know what, they're just like razor blades that come out of her hands, but what are they? Is it nanobots, or does she create these with her body? I don't know. I know this character already has a name. It's like the Engineer or something like that. And she's part of that other team. Oh, and actually, look, I didn't even notice. Look, you can see Mr. Terrific on the ground. I did not pick that up before. Okay, interesting. So, I'm wondering now, the government forces, which is this lady and Ultraman, are they not on the same side as Maxwell Lord's like Justice League type crew? Are those two opposing teams? I guess my other question is, we see this lady both with the government agents and with Lex Luthor's agents, so maybe Lex Luthor is the president right now. I guess that's what we're taking away from here. He might be the president. Ooh, what is going on there? I have no idea what could have made this interesting structure in the water here. He's mad. She's like, I washed your boots. I'll go get them. Yeah. And then, yeah, whatever created this kaiju. And we get a pretty good look as to what the constructs are going to look like. I'm okay with this, I guess. It kind of looks like it almost looks like a green gelatin. The constructs. I'm okay with that. I'm glad that it is such a bright green. I think it at least looks better than the 2011 Green Lantern movie, because that one just kind of, I don't know, it didn't look as good. So I think this looks better than that at least. We'll see how I feel as we get more footage. What was that? Okay, so this is so Superman and look, Clark and Jimmy Olsen, they're like joking around about something. That's pretty, like, that's good to see. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice to see, like, hey, they're friends. Remember, they're gonna joke around and be buds. Actually, we see a bunch of Superman stuff in the background. That's fascinating. So to the left, I'm assuming this is Jimmy Olsen's desk. You see like a photo there, but to the right of Clark, you see a toy. And if you look really, really close at the bottom of this corkboard, that is I believe that's the Jim Lee Superman comic cover, like the really famous one. It's like a very small image of it. So Superman's already being merchandised in this world. Maybe this is like the end of the movie when he's really popular. I don't know. Or they're gonna do like a big time jump, and in the middle of the movie he becomes super famous and gets marketed everywhere. We'll have to see. And then yeah, whoever this is taking a selfie as probably Lex Luthor is fighting Superman in the back. Okay, and then we get to see a little bit of whatever this lady is made of, if it's nanotechnology or something else. It's crawling towards him, so that's gonna be some kind of crazy attack. Let's see. Superman is talking to Lex, but there's some kind of... Is this some kind of shelf that he's just throwing out the window? I don't know. Superman seems angry. He's going in there. He's confronting Lex about something. Okay. Interesting. And I don't know what's going on in the background, but yeah, he does not seem scared, like, at all. Okay, they're coming out of something. There's so much about this movie that, like, I cannot piece the plot together. I still have no idea, like, what is this? What am I looking at right here? It's some kind of technology, but also it's got, like, this stuff growing all over it. And then we got, what is this guy's name? I keep on wanting to say something Elemento or something like that, but you can see he's, like, disintegrating himself. Maybe that's him creating the kryptonite. And then him flying, and then him falling down. I'm assuming that was actually reversed. I'm assuming he fell down and everyone got concerned and crowded him, and then he flew back up and everyone cheered. Let's see what we got here. Smallville Giants, Mighty Crabjoys. I don't know if that's a real band or not. I have no idea if that's a real band. I've never heard of that. But yeah, just them hanging out in his childhood home. Yeah, this... You know what? This looks like a really feel-good movie, really colorful, like highly saturated. They're not telling us really anything about the plot, like specifically what's happening, and that's a good thing. Like, we know there's gonna be a lot of battles. Like, we've seen at least like the 4 major events that are happening, but I don't know how they tie together or are related. I'm assuming Lex Luthor is behind most of them in some way. I don't know what his plan is. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I think this is a great trailer. I'm really happy with this one. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.